Okay, you wanted assistance with Word and with operating the discussion board. So let's start off with Word. So this is a Word document I have up. I've got a little paragraph here and a reference here. Notice it's not indented yet. The default font is Calibri 11-point font. To change that permanently to Times New Roman 12-point font, right click and click on font, and then find your Times New Roman. And 12, and then here you'll see set as default. Click on that and select all documents based on the normal template and hit OK. And from now on, this document and all future Word documents will start out with Times New Roman 12-point font. You'll also want to change the paragraph if you're talking about APA formatting. So right click and click on paragraph. APA calls for double space, so click on double. You might have to change this to 0 and delete this. If you want to change that to default for all future documents, you would do the same, set as default, and select all documents based on the normal template and click OK. I'm not going to do that, but for this document, I'll hit OK. And it now is double space. The next thing you want to do in Word is you want to give this a hanging indent. So highlight this, right click, and paragraph, and under indentation and special, click hanging indent and click OK. And you've got a hanging indent. So this right now is in APA format. And I would go ahead and save that and give it a title. Now here's where the problem comes in, and I'll show you. I'm going to go ahead, highlight this, select all, and copy. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. So let's go to do my discussion post. Okay, notice it's pasted in. And if I click on this, it says Arial 12-point. So even though I did it as Times New Roman 12-point here, it's been the formatting has been stripped. Now here's where you start running into problems. If you highlight this and you change it to Times New Roman, it says Times New Roman 12-point. But look how small this looks. And that's because if you were to copy this, and I'm just showing you what happens. In Blackboard it says Times New Roman 12. So let's go here and paste it here. Highlight it, and it says Times New Roman 10. So in Blackboard it says 12. In Word it says 10. So it's in Blackboard it's not a true 12-point font. Well, what happens if you change it to, say, 14? Let's copy that again, and we'll paste it again. Highlight that, and it says, no, that's not right. Times New Roman 13.5. So in Blackboard, Times New Roman 12-point font is actually 10, and in Blackboard, Times New Roman 14 is actually 13.5. So in Blackboard, I would keep it, the closest would be Times New Roman 14 because it's the closest to 12. That is the easiest to read. And then obviously, because you want it to be APA, it has to be double space. So you'd click here and hit enter to give it a double space. And then you want to give it, if you want to do this here, you can for your reference. So you've got your reference here, you would want to indent. So go up here and click on indent. Now see, it did something wonky. Don't worry about that. Just go up here and click indent again, and then again, and it will give you a nice looking indent. And just to be sure, you want to highlight this and give it a Times New Roman 14. And then just to be on the safe side, what I would do is I would save this work that's in Perfect APA. And just for my own benefit, attach it here. And then hit submit. And then click on it here. And you've got a pretty nice looking post that's in APA format. So that's one thing you wanted assistance with. The next thing is finding posts that you have already participated in. So I'm going to go back to discussions. This is the entire discussion board here. If you look at the top, you'll see search. So just type in, I'm going to type in preview because preview is in the name of my student user. You would type in your name. And then here you'll click notice in current discussion board. So it's the entire discussion board. You can also do it inside particular forums if you want to do it that way. For the date, make sure you click after and then select your date. I've had this discussion board for a number of years, so I'm going to go back a couple years. To January 2017 and just pick a day and click go. And it will show me all of the posts that I've made in all of the different threads. And it will tell me the name of the thread and the name of my post. See, thread me, post me. So it will show all the different posts that you've made, and it will give you the name of each thread that you've posted in and the name of the post. So that's how you can find different posts that you've made, and maybe that will make your life a little easier.